Yay.
So is this a podcast? No, it's not a podcast.
Yeah, it's not a podcast
Not this
this
podcast.
time, no.
Not a podcast.
It's a review of Rock Allegiance 2016 at Talon Energy Stadium
2016.
in Chester, PA.
Chester, PA.
So what do you think of the expansion to 2 days rather than one day?
I think it was alright. That there seemed to be a bigger crowd on Saturday than Sunday. But I think it went out over well.
I think it was good that they expanded to 2 days instead of one. I mean, obviously the demand for a rock festival was high in the Philadelphia area because we don't have one.
No, we don't. No.
You know, at all, Made in America doesn't count as a rock festival. Firefly in Delaware definitely doesn't count as a rock. So there is no solid rock and metal festival in the Philadelphia area.
Yeah.
So Rock Allegiance fills a huge void.
Yes, it does.
Like in the area.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I thought 2016 was a solid lineup,
It was
too.
a solid lineup.
I mean, you have headliners like Alice in Chains and Avenged Sevenfold, so it's like, you know...
Alice in Chains closed Saturday night, and Avenged closed on Sunday night.
Absolutely. I think, like, you know, it was a solid use, too, of earlier time slots with bands, too, because there was actually a lot of really decent bands, even that were on that side stage, or the third stage, like it was a Liberty stage, like, outside.
Yes.
I mean, literally all day you had, like, it kicked off with, like, Dinosaur Pile Up, like, sorry, which I think we saw when we were walking in, maybe, like, and then, Skindred out of the UK, which is, they from what I was told, I only saw very brief couple minutes of their set, unfortunately, due to media schedule, but, you know, it's like, didn't somebody say that he got pissed off at somebody in the front row because they weren't moving?
Yes, yeah.
That was Skindred, right?
Yes, it was, yes.
That
he took their phone or something like that, or something happened.
Or tried to, because he was getting mad that this guy or girl, like, weren't into what they were doing.
Yeah, they're a very passionate band. You could just tell by we had looked them up a little bit, done some research, because we knew that, you know, you were interviewing them, and you could tell that they were very passionate and very...
And it goes forth on stage, like, also. I mean, you could see that, and you can especially see when people take notice, when an artist takes notice of what someone's doing in the crowd. You could tell. I mean, somebody else might be like, yeah, you know, what does it matter? But no, they're actually paying attention to the fans that are standing there watching it. I think the oddest band, probably, on Saturday... in addition to Jim Brewer's kind of comedy thing, was probably the Apocalypse Blues Review.
Yeah, and they were really nice guys. And
hey, you know what? That was a solid set.
That was
like they held their own for that being some down home, like bluesy down.
Almost sound like Jim Morrison, kind of like the Doors. Kind
of.
That was
and
the
most
big influence.
Amazing thing was this guy had never performed before.
He's an older gentleman, you know. He's an older guy, you know.
And I mean, shit, like he held his own, up there.
He was up there, you know. He's doing his thing.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's the thing. Like, they were kind of the weirdest band on the line because it wasn't like, I mean, it was not screamy,
it was not
like
very
metal, rock, you know. But
like it reminded me of the Doors, like a Jim Morrison. There's definitely a Jim Morrison influence on that.
Oh yeah, they even did a Doors cover on their album. So I think
it was a bonus track on there.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, we were talking to Shannon from, you know, it's God's. Excuse me. It was Shannon, the drummer from Godsmack.
That's his side project.
Well, he didn't even want to call it a side project. He just said it's his other band.
Yeah, his other
band.
Yeah.
And he was even saying how much their influence was, like, of the Doors and everything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it showed, like, for sure.
Yeah, like, what do you say? He was out riding motorcycles in Florida, and that's how he met the guy, because he's also a fellow biker. Mm-hmm. And they kind of just, like, you know, they're loving music and stuff, and it kind of just grew from there.
Absolutely, but they surprised me, because, I mean, my jaw kind of hit the floor when I heard the album, and I was like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go over with, like, a rock and metal crowd.
People were digging it, though. We were standing right there on the side, side of the stage, and people were really digging it.
Oh, yeah, they were jamming. I think that, like, the other two bands that had, like, an awesome crowd where Avatar played the main stage, and
that was a good show.
like
I did see that.
They are like a freaking demented circus.
Yes,
up
they
there.
are.
Like,
and I actually got a picture with those guys, and people in my family said they are way taller than you are. You look like a munchkin compared to them. They were really nice though.
Absolutely, but I mean, their set is like, it's a lot going on stage, and it's a lot to see. Motionless in White is the same way. Yeah. I love costumes, and I love seeing makeup and costumes,
it's that whole thing that we're talking about theater. You know what I mean? It's missing a lot in music nowadays.
Theatrics.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those other bands, like, and I'm not even going to single anybody out on this lineup because I thought that, everybody was pretty solid. Yeah. But, a lot of times you just get these 4 dudes that stand up there and play, and they don't put on any type of show at all. I mean, I disagreed with them putting Buck Cherry on the outside stage. I think that they have earned their place in rock, and granted, I guess you couldn't say one main stage was bigger than the other because they were equal main stages at this particular festival. Yeah. However, I think, say what you want to about Buck Cherry as a party band, whatever, there is way more to them than that. I have always said that. I have stood by them through a lot. And I think that they earn their place inside. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I certainly think that they earn their place, over, some other bands that were on there. Yeah, yeah. I was pretty excited about Max and Igor Cavaleras, Return to Roost. Yeah, very amazing.
Very, very good.
And just to be able to hear
and they're brothers, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Yeah.
And, that album was part of almost any metal fan's collection. And they did that thing where some people might say, oh, it's stereotypical that they're gonna play like, oh, it's the anniversary, let's play the whole album. Hey, but that's what fans want to hear, and they own that, they know that, and they said this is what we're doing to give back to the fans. Exactly. So anybody that says that's not a good idea, shut up, because it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. And Chevy Metal had a huge crowd.
That was a huge crowd, and they were rocking out. They rocked out.
But it was all covers, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah.
That I didn't realize.
Yeah, and so I was standing there. I was like, they did a Rod Stewart cover. They did a couple covers.
Yeah, I'm singing. I'm finding myself singing along, and I'm going, how do I know this? I'm like, oh shit, it's all covers. Yeah. Which I thought was pretty awesome. I mean, they were having fun up there. Yeah, I think he had a fan on his hair.
I think it was like every time I see him play, he always looks like an animal from the Muppets.
You know who else looks like that? Even though we haven't gotten to Sunday yet, but Morgan Rose from Seven Dust, without a doubt, looks like Animal when he plays the drums. Easy. I mean, I think there were solid sets from Sick Puppies and Trivium. And Trivium's a band, I have just watched them rise up the ranks, and it's certainly been pretty cool to see. I mean, they're brutal, they're heavy, they're engaging with the crowd, but also, their fan base is just growing in leaps and bounds. I mean, they were on right in the middle of the day at, 4 o'clock, which is a solid time frame, for a main stage there. I mean, I remember seeing them. They started out on the little stage, which would have been the outside
It's always good to see.
Absolutely. And then of course, to close out, we had Offspring, Breaking Benjamin, and Alice in Chains. Yeah. So Offspring was amazing.
Yes, they were.
He looks a little odd.
He looks a little odd.
He looks a little odd. He had.
I saw pictures of him when before I went into where the main stage was. Somebody had a couple of pictures because I believe they played Baltimore the night before, and I walked in and I was like, oh man, he looks different than what I remember.
You can say it. Yes. You kind of look like a female soccer player,
pretty much, yeah.
But
they still rock.
You know what? His voice is amazing.
Yes, they sound just like the studio.
Oh my god! You could close your eyes and think you were listening to the damn album.
Exactly.
Any band that can carry that album sound straight up, that is a good band. Yeah. God, they have a lot of singles.
Yes, they do.
I mean, every song I was like, I know this one.
I know that one. Yeah.
And it took me right back to high school.
I know.
Right back. I could remember what I was doing. Yeah. Driving in the car, and I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, it's just everything from and every album was just solid from start to finish.
Exactly.
Yep. But it's like, everybody, I'm like, where's Bad Habit? Just play Bad Habit. That's all I want to hear.
And the crowd loved it, and the crowd ate it up.
I remember I looked at you while we were waiting, and I said, what else do they have left?
And they still broke it out.
Right, and then they started playing, they started playing, what did they go into?
After Bad Habit, they went into, oh crap, I don't even remember, but I know it was a song that I was like, oh, I do know that song.
Right. I mean, and that was the thing. I kept saying, oh, what's next? They've played everything. Yeah. And then the next thing I know, it was something I forgot about. They're
definitely really good. They are very talented musicians.
Oh, I almost
and really awesome songwriters.
I could have went home after seeing Offspring and went, solid headliner, see you later. Yeah. I'm not a huge Alice in Chains fan anyway. I never have been. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate them. I don't love them. Yeah. I mean, we certainly didn't catch all of them. I thought Breaking Benjamin was solid. I think, though, that putting Breaking Benjamin on after Offspring was a little bit of a mistake.
Yeah, they should have been on before
all they would have had to do, in my opinion, was just reverse that order a little bit.
Breaking Benjamin, and then Offspring, yeah.
Right, because I think that Offspring just had everybody so amped. Yeah. It was like...
Do you think Alice in Chains has another album in them?
I don't know. I mean, they did that. Look, the one that just came out a couple years ago was, they got 2-3 singles off of that. So, I mean,
hopefully they do,
Yeah, they might. It's fine. I think that it's, there was an awful lot of people that stuck around to see them too. So, and if you close your eyes, that guy, the new singer, sounds just like Lane.
Yes, he does.
I mean, exactly.
Yes, he does.
It's creepy. It's like almost to eerie level how much he sounds like him.
I might be mistaken, but I believe they found him off the internet. I think that he was in an Alice in Chains cover band, and they were on YouTube, and they saw him, and they were like, well, he's going to be the new lead singer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody that could match that the same way. Right. I mean, it's like downright creepy, like how much he sounds like him. I mean, just walking, if you weren't watching the stage show at all and you were just walking, you'd be like, what? Yeah. Turning around, it's creepy. Yeah. Like, for sure.
But Saturday was a solid lineup. I was not disappointed at all.
No, it was good. And then, we still had Sunday to go into, after that. And, I mean... I thought putting a band like Death Angel on to start, okay, well, maybe I think 100th was before them, but sorry, guys, didn't catch that. But, Death Angel was on at 12:10, I think, coming in. I mean, they're freaking solid, thrash metal band, with
it'll wake you up in the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some, I mentioned to their drummer that they do have a lot of groove elements, into their sound, and they had a hell of a crowd in there, but I mean, you want to talk about a wake-up call, but I mean, they're used to playing clubs at night. Yeah. Putting them on a festival stage for a 20-minute set at noon.
Yeah, I think one of the guys he was like, yeah, playing that early is kind of like a wake-up call, because like you said, I think he said to you, we're used to playing them real late at night, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good, fast, metal.
Absolutely. I mean, one of my favorite bands in the world is Crowbot.
And I missed them.
Yeah.
Because I was dealing with some family issues, but I've seen some music videos, and they seem to be almost like a comical metal, you know what I mean?
It's serious. Not, it's... I don't even know the right word.
I don't think there is wording for.
I don't know the right word to describe them. I mean, they're definitely a little psychedelic, little
I got that. Yeah.
I mean, they're funky.
Yeah,
that's what it is. They're just funky
metal. Funky. I think we just created a new word. Funky metal.
Funk metal. Yeah, that's. Metal. But I mean, they are amazing. I mean, even Brandon is incredibly hypnotic to watch as a front man. Yeah. And I mean, very rarely at a festival do I make the time in my schedule, of interviews and things like that to go out and be like, I have to see this. And I mean, I had to stand there. I don't care if I had to swelter it out, and see their whole set, because they are that good.
That's good. I definitely want to see them. I haven't seen them yet, but I definitely will check them out next time.
They are that good. They've got a new album coming out. They got some new songs in the set. It was just fantastic. Yes. And, I mean, that's the one set where I actually was able to watch
And the funny thing is that they have a really funny music video that we saw and you had asked, I think it had something to do with their dad, dads or whatever. There's a bunch of dads in the music video, and I think you asked one of the guys if their dad was in the music video, and he said no, but my dad actually got mad because I didn't see the music video.
I was like, how did you not ask your dad?
That's kind of funny.
I thought, like Pierce the Veil, they closed out that side stage.
I just got to the arena.
See, now that was another one where I kind of want to say you should have put him inside in the big stage.
Because that crowd was insane. Right. I just got to the venue about 10 minutes before, and I actually had a hard time getting back because there were so many people on the side, out. And I was like, wow. Because the way they have it set up is there's two main stages inside the soccer or whatever they want to call it, the soccer stadium thingy, whatever. And then there's a stage outside where but I mean it was packed. I mean you're right, they should have been.
It was wall to wall, like teenagers out there. I'm not a scene kid person. Like I don't like the scene kid bands, but Pierce the Veil, they're solid. I did hear a couple like 2 or 3 songs while I was trying to get back to you, and it was definitely a solid show. Yeah, no, they're good. They're energetic. They're high energy. They know what the kids want. Like they put on like a good show. They've got a lot of good singles. Like it's all around. But I think what happens is you start to almost get into dangerous territory, and we did witness this with Ghost, which they finally have wised up and put Ghost on the main stage where they belong. I am a big fan. I love those guys. I mean, Ghost is. They said there's a female in Ghost now. No. It's breaking news. I didn't hear breaking news. It is rumored that it's one of the girls from that female Led Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin like tribute band. Yeah. Because somebody matched up a tattoo, and they said, when the people were taking pictures at Rock Allegiance, they noticed that it was definitely kind of a female form on one of the nameless goals. The first metal album that I picked up in a long time was a Ghost album. Because normally I don't really buy albums, but you kind of made me a fan of theirs, and I've become a fan. Well, they were forever putting them on the side stage, and there was a reason for that. Because basically, the way we were told that it worked was, because I think we asked somebody about this, Ghost, because of the theatrics with their show, they wanted to play at night. Yeah. And the only way, they weren't quite big enough yet to take the place of somebody else. So they would have had an earlier set. They could have put him on main stage, but it would have been an earlier time. Yeah. So instead, now, I mean, they had the 5:50, 6 o'clock time. Yes, they did, and they did a phenomenal job. And it was amazing. And I went out the next day, literally, maybe like 2 days later, after seeing them live for the second time, because I saw them in Rock on the Range the first time, and I bought their album. Absolutely. I mean, I am not a fan of Chevelle. I can admit, I did not. I like 2 or 3 songs. But see, my thing is, put Pierce the Veil in there and stick Chevelle outside. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That would have been my opinion. No offense to Chevelle fans, but Pierce the Veil had too big of a crowd to be outside, because it starts to get dangerous, out there, because it's too many people pushing around on an area that's not big enough to contain that size of a crowd. Yeah. They don't expect that much at a side stage, but you have to think about the caliber of band you're putting out there. And I kind of want to, I know we're in the middle, we're doing Sunday, but I kind of want to jump back to Saturday for a minute. That I saw a little bit of the performance of Sick Puppies, and those guys are going to be around. They definitely have a lot of passion in their music, and I've actually had a chance to meet them after their show, and they were super nice. They were some of the nicest people I've met. You know what I mean? But they're definitely a band that'll stick around. Well, they're also one that's graduated up to the main stage, also. And they earned that right. I mean, they put on a hell of a show, and they were super cool. Absolutely. I mean, you've got the band Of Mice and Men, Anthrax, Kill Switch Engage, all solid. Was Sick Puppy Sunday or was it Saturday? No, they were Saturday. Yeah. I thought No, it was Of Mice and Men, Anthrax, Kill Switch, Hell Yeah, they were all on Sunday. Cool. And the thing is, they've all been road warriors lately, so they've been hitting every festival really hard. Yeah. But it's pretty awesome because I think that each festival brings a little something different, like out of bands.
Yeah.
You don't see exactly the same show every time. If Five Finger Death Punch is there, you do.
Yeah.
But if it's not,
yeah.
I mean,
I know. You told me because you saw Five Finger Death Punch in what, Carolina, and it was pretty much the same dialogue. It was the same set list.
Literally the same exact word for word banter with the crowd, and I'm like, okay, that's too rehearsed for me.
Yeah, it's got to be original.
I was happy that they weren't at Rock Allegiance, because I think that we need a little bit of a break from them for them to come back and do something a little more fresh. And they're usually a festival staple, or a festival go-to. Yeah. So it was refreshing for me to not see. I mean, Volbeat's another band that you can look at in the same way, but he's good. He's batshit crazy, but he's good.
Well, I have a little issue with him. I mean, like, they put on a solid show on Sunday night. Was it Saturday night?
It was Sunday.
It was Sunday, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I heard, like, he was... Yeah, but, they did a good show. That was a good, they did a good set. A good set. You can edit that.
Yeah, we're going to cut that out. Yeah, we will not talk about that. No, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he's without a doubt crazy. I mean, he is definitely, but they have such a unique sound.
Yeah, his voice matches that sound.
I mean, that's what I like about Volbeat, because, like, I know a lot of people say they get tired of seeing them at every festival, too, but what I do like about them is it is that mix of, like, a little bit of Johnny Cash, like, a little bit of punk rock, a little bit of it's just different.
They're definitely good songwriters.
Oh, yeah, it's different. And then, of course, the almighty Slayer was after Volbeat.
And I was actually baptized seeing Slayer for the first time. Even though I've been a metal fan for a long time, this is my first time seeing them, and they were awesome.
And Nick, our friend, got caught in the Slayer mosh pit and broke his headphones, which is not surprising.
Yes.
And everyone
He's
needs
crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Nick.
Everyone needs to live through a Slayer mosh pit at least once, in their lives.
I'm a little retired from mosh pits, but...
The Slayer was solid, too.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is with Slayer, it's, I love them, but once you have heard one Slayer song you have heard all Slayer songs. It gets a little repetitive after a while. Like, you kind of, I'm going to cut that out because all metal fans are going to kill me for saying that.
I know, right?
But,
what are you saying?
Yeah, what are you saying? Slayer! Don't trash us.
Slayer gets said at shows that are not even metal.
Yeah, Slayer gets yelled at, like, shows Slayer's not even playing.
I mean,
they're gods. You know what I mean? They're absolutely gods in metal, and
what you just said, oh my gosh, you were going to get struck down.
I'm not. I just said Slayer are gods in metal.
Yes, they are.
Slayer is... Now, see, they got the lineup right Sunday night in the order of bands. Volbeat, Slayer, Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah. It was good. It was Saturday night, to jump back to that, where all I felt was that Breaking Benjamin and Offspring should have been reversed order.
Yeah, I believe so.
Only because of energy-wise. Yeah. Breaking Benjamin's freaking wonderful band, but their music is a little more thought-provoking, like a little less upbeat, like a little more, just like they're more hard rocking, I guess, than Offspring. Offspring's real upbeat and it gets everybody amped and Breaking Benjamin not quite so much.
Yeah.
So I think that was a mistake. But Sunday, Volbeat, Slayer, Avenged was good.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
it was a solid show Sunday night. Yeah.
Avenged was good. Mm-hmm. Like, they're always good.
They are.
It's their songs are a little long.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they've been doing this for a while, too. And, he looked a little different. It looks like, I think M. Shaga's got a little bit of a haircut.
Did he?
Like, his head was shaved. So he looked a little different from last time. They changed their setup a little bit.
That's good.
It wasn't the big cemetery gates thing. It was... more, from the angle we were sitting, I couldn't see it completely, but, they still had their pyro going and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, they were a solid way to end it, I think.
Yeah.
They haven't done a lot of touring in this area recently either, so it was good to see them back out again and, like, doing something.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, the festival had, like, a lot of different food trucks, like, a lot of, the atmosphere was great. there were plenty of activities for people to do. Like, I thought, like I said, they call it gourmet man food. I don't really understand what man food is supposed to be.
I don't know.
Per se. It was good.
It was.
I mean, there's a lot of options, but I don't know why it's got to be man food. But, I think you have
is that sexist?
Apparently, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why it can't be gourmet people food or something. I don't know.
The metal people, they need their...
I mean, they had, like, the music experience thing was kind of cool to see that stuff. I mean, FYE always has, like, a big thing set up. I mean, there's a lot of... Cool. And they do a lot of autograph sessions with the band. So there's definitely stuff for fans to do in the downtime. So if you look, we're backstage doing media stuff and interviews and all that. But, like, if I were to go, as a fan, just, out in the crowd walking around, there's plenty of stuff to buy. There's plenty of stuff to see. And there's chances to meet the artists and do all that. I mean, they do a lot with that.
If you were a fan and you were in the media and you actually paid for your ticket, and what would you say was the...
What?
Oh, nothing.
No, go ahead.
What would be the top 3 bands that you would say played over the weekend?
The top 3 over the whole weekend?
Yes.
Oh, that's a really tough question. I love Crowbot. I'm biased, so I'm going to go Crowbot, Offspring. I'm going to go, Crowbot, Offspring, and Ghost.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see Crowbot, but I saw Ghost and Offspring. And Sick Puppies.
What was your title?
Sick Puppies, Offspring, and Ghost.
And I think Avatar gets an honorable mention.
Yes, and Avatar, yes, yeah. Yes,
for sure. I suppose that just about wraps up Lake Rock Allegiance 2016. I certainly hope to see that they can continue, to keep the expansion to 2 days. You never know. It's going to start catching up to Rock on the Range pretty soon and be a 3-day.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I could see it being a destination festival yet where people are traveling long distances to get to it. But I think what Danny Wimmer is doing... with Danny Wimmer Presents as a promoter, I think what they're doing is awesome because they're bringing these rock festivals to all areas of the country. So now there's opportunity for people that couldn't, not everyone can make the drive to Rock on the Range in Ohio, which is obviously, I think, the biggest one. Yeah. That they have, that's the one that's just the most established and everything. But, look, ones like Carolina are catching up. This year we had Houston Open Air. We had Chicago Open Air first. Houston Open Air was last weekend. Louder Than Life is coming up this weekend. Yeah. I mean, and a lot of it is the same bands on the lineup, but it's great because it gives fans in all areas of the country an opportunity to get out to these things.
Definitely.
Which is amazing.
Definitely. It was definitely eye-opening being my second time now at a festival.
Absolutely. There's definitely a lot going on, and it's schedule-wise too, it was pretty good because nothing really overlapped too much.
No, they seem to be right on time. Yeah, they seem to be right on cue.
Absolutely. No, it was solid. Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.